Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the First Class Sports Podcast. My name is Bobby.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Eric.
And finally, I have all three of us here together again. It's been quite a long time.
I forgot what you guys looked like.
I know.
Right? I see him every day. So.
I just saw you yesterday.
Nah, it was
and several times over
That was his evil twin.
Interesting. You bring in a baby very often? Because I steal that baby quite often.
Yep.
Interesting. All right. Today is January 4th, 2023.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Holidays were a mess for specifically us as a amateur podcast. Listen, I told Zach this. I haven't even sent our editor our Week 16 edits. And then Week 17, I was sick. I had way too many people. We didn't even do Week 17. I apologize. Listen, that'll get better.
Fuck it.
Let's start off right at the bat. Yeah, let's do it.
It is what it is. The holidays, I had so many people in town. People were still getting sick left and right. It is what it is. You guys, I think it's been at least 6 weeks maybe since all three of us have been together.
Yeah.
5 or 6 since all three of us. So,
Probably about 5.
glad to have the gang all back together.
Oh, yeah.
So, this episode's going to be a little bit different. We have some things to talk about at the end. We're going to kind of reverse it because we are going into Week 18, the final regular season week of the NFL. Potentially, there is a little news story that if you guys have seen, if not, we'll get into that later. But I'm going to start with recap. I can already see you don't like that.
No, I burped.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were looking at something.
No.
So I'm going to start with recapping Week 17. I know you guys didn't hear it. We're in Yahoo groups to where we can see it. So the numbers are going to drastically jump from the last episode. Because Week 17 we didn't do, but we did in our Yahoo League. So for Week 17, Eric, you went 9-6, giving your yearly total of 150, 103, and 2. Zach, you went 9-6, giving your yearly total 154, 99, and 2. I went 10-5, giving my yearly total a 168, 85, and 2. And as far as recapping goes, I'm leaving it there. There's a reason for that. I'm not going to go into any of the games. There is a hard reason, and we'll get into that when we get into news / I guess injury. Yeah. That's going to be the end of the episode. We now are going to transition straight into Week 18 talk and predictions. Now, I'm going to give some scenarios here. This is from CBS. And this must have been from Week 17.
Probably.
They haven't updated yet. And for good reason.
Yeah, the league's pretty much on hold.
The league is
almost
pretty much on hold.
trying to figure stuff out.
So here we go. We're going to start with the AFC. The Chiefs can clinch the number 1 seed. This is for number 1 seeds. The Chiefs can clinch with a win plus a Bills loss. Or they can clinch with 2 Bills losses plus a Bengals loss. Now, reminder, this is kind of during Week 17 where some of these, because the Bills and Bengals should have played each other, so one of these losses. So
Yeah.
Bills can clinch the number 1 seed with 2 wins. Or win at Bengals plus Chiefs loss. Or win versus Patriots plus Chiefs and Bengals lose in Week 18. Bengals can win with 2 wins plus a Chiefs loss.
This is for first place, you said?
This is for the number 1 seed.
Wow, Bengals can get it.
The only way is now if the Chiefs lose.
So So if they win and Chiefs lose, they automatically get
Say that again.
the Bengals. If the Chiefs lose and they win, they get the 1 seed.
Bills could still technically get it because Bengals need 2 wins. The only way they get 2 wins, there is a asterisk currently on that second Bengals win. Which we'll get there. Now for the AFC South title, this one's easy. Jaguars can clinch with a win or a tie, win or tie, versus the Titans in Week 18. Titans can win. That's it. If they tie, Jaguars get it. They must win, and they will get it. This is the one that's confusing me. They say there's an AFC North title, but they only list the Bengals. Very confused. Couldn't find a stat. I would think that the Ravens would have a shot. They don't list Ravens. They only list Bengals. And they say win, tie versus Bills, or win versus Ravens. I'm not sure why they don't list the other one. It's not on there.
Because the Ravens are irrelevant at this point.
True.
Facts.
Now we go to the 7th seed, which is by far still open. Patriots can clinch with win at Bills or Dolphins loss versus Jets and Steelers loss versus Browns and Jaguars win versus Titans. There's a lot of ands there.
Patriots don't deserve it anyway. They suck.
Right. Dolphins can clinch with win versus Jets and Patriots loss at Bills.
Is that for the final spot?
This is for that final seed. Steelers can clinch with win versus Browns and Dolphins loss versus Jets and Patriots loss at Bills. Jaguars, I just said they can clinch. They can clinch the 7th seed. So even if Titans win the division, because they would lose, they can still take the 7th with a loss versus Titans and losses by Dolphins, Patriots, and Steelers.
Oh,
Goodness.
they better win.
There's some stuff in here. All right. So number 1 seeds for NFC now. Eagles can clinch with any of the following: win or tie versus the Giants, Cowboys loss or tie at Commanders, 49ers loss or tie versus Cardinals.
That's an easy win.
Yeah.
So really you look, I'm predicting 49ers win versus Cardinals and Cowboys win versus Commanders. So really they control their own destiny. They need to win it. Giants or...
They do?
So 49ers can clinch with any of the following: win versus Cardinals plus Eagles loss versus Giants.
They look good.
Cowboys can clinch with any of the here we go. Cowboys can clinch with any of the following: win or tie versus Giants. Who did I say this was? Cowboys. Oops. Stupid
Sorry,
me.
Cowgirls.
Hang on.
Hell yeah.
Okay, here it
I had
is.
to correct myself.
Cowboys clinch with any of the following: win at Commanders plus Eagles loss versus Giants. So I feel like there was more there, but it cut it off. Anyway, then we go on to the NFC East titles. Eagles can clinch the NFC East title. Now remember, the number 1 seed is the only seed that gets the bye.
Yeah.
That's why that is now so important.
Yeah.
This is for the title, though, for the NFC East title. Eagles can win. They're sitting currently at 13-3. Can clinch with a win versus Giants or Cowboys loss at Commanders. Cowboys can clinch with win at Commanders and Eagles loss versus Giants. I'm going to tell you, before we even predict, I think the Cowboys have a strong chance here because Jalen Hurts I don't think is going to play again.
The who?
Jalen Hurts for the Eagles.
For that.
Oh, that's a you thing, bud. That's a you thing. Next week
You make a good point, though.
Yeah.
But they're going to choke.
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs, yes.
Yeah.
They might even choke. Unless.
They might make things interesting. They like to make things spicy and then just lose first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, not fair.
The 7th seed for the wild card for the NFC. Packers can clinch with win versus Lions. Easy.
Is it?
I hope not. They just made this the Sunday night game. Lions can clinch. Here's where this sucks. Because Lions need help. They control their destiny because if they win, but they need a lot of ands.
Yeah.
Packers, it's easy. You win, you're in.
Yeah.
Lions need a win at Packers and Seahawks loss or tie versus Rams, or tie versus Packers and Seattle loss versus Rams, or tie versus Packers and Rams Seahawks tie, and Commanders win versus Cowboys. There's a lot of ands here, guys.
Oh, my head hurts.
Really, the only thing that it's all this Seahawks Rams game.
Yeah.
Rams win, and that Lions. You better look out for them Lions. They're
coming with the vengeance.
They want to punch people in the mouth, but Packers just
It's Aaron Rodgers.
punched someone else in the mouth this past weekend.
Yeah.
Seahawks can clinch with win versus Rams, and Packers loss tie versus Lions, or tie versus the Rams, and Packers Lions tie, and Commanders lose / tie versus Cowboys.
I'm legitimately getting a headache from all of this nonsense.
There's the statistics on these get a little bit crazy.
You think? Continue.
But this is why Week 18 is fun, because there's a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, it's true.
A lot of if, ors, ands.
It's
Ands,
all
ors.
up in the air.
It is, and especially because of the AFC matchup.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I feel like I need to do a few things first. I'm actually going to do a hard swerve and do a few different injuries first. Not injuries, but just starts before we do our predictions. Because I feel like some of you, if you don't know, now you do. Cardinals are going to start David Blau for the season finale versus the San Francisco Niners.
Hell yeah.
Commanders are going to start Sam Howell versus whoever they're playing. I can't remember who they're playing. But anyway, Sam Howell's going to start for the Commanders. Dolphins, Teddy Bridgewater's status is uncertain thanks to a dislocated pinky.
Cowboys. Commanders and Cowboys.
Thank you. Also, Bears, Nathan Peterman will start in place of Justin Fields.
You got rocked.
All my other stuff is on injury. So, those are some key QB changes. Now we will go into Week 18 predictions, which starts Saturday at 4:30. There's actually only 2 games.
Yep.
2 games. Starts 4:30. Chiefs at Raiders. Look, Chiefs are trying to fight. I think if Chiefs get this, I believe they said they had the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
So I don't think. Well, actually, does that? Yes. I think if Chiefs win, they get the 1 seed, even if the other game does get played.
Where's it at? Oh, it's Vegas.
It's at Vegas. Carr is still benched for the year, and it is what's his face.
Stidham.
But he gave a hell of a fight against the Niners.
Did.
They have nothing to lose.
Here's my thing, though. Is that because when a new quarterback first gets thrown in, there is very little to no tape on him?
They don't know how he plays.
And and now that they have tape, now they can adjust.
How good is Kansas City's defense anyways, though?
They're not horrible.
They're not horrible. I'd say.
I just saw something. They've given up the second most receiving touchdowns all year.
So you're thinking...
and they got to go against Devontae. Renfro's back.
Yeah, not Devontae Parker.
Darren Waller's healthy. I don't know.
That's true.
Waller coming back is a good
It's
help.
a big trap game.
Yeah.
But if Kansas City's out there and
They
they
will be out
want
there.
that one... No. But and they know they want that 1 seed.
Yeah. Well, I hope so.
No, we don't.
I think Now, a lot of teams have come out and played spoiler. Do you think the Raiders play spoiler here? Is that what you're thinking over here?
I'm thinking it.
I got Chiefs. I'm picking Chiefs.
I'm taking Chiefs.
I'm just gonna fucking do it. I don't care.
You're going Raiders then.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Excellent. Next, Saturday, the evening game. Actually, not a bad game.
I don't think it's gonna be a bad game at all.
But they are starting Dobbs again at quarterback, so
Yeah, but I like seeing
that Henry's probably gonna play.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like Lawrence. I need ETN. There's a lot of things now that we had to move some championships to week 18. Sub bud.
I win, guys. It's okay.
That's not how that's gonna work.
I won a championship.
You better pick Tennessee then.
It's not for pick'ems.
It's not for pick'ems.
But I'm just saying, you better pick Tennessee because if you want it to be like a high scoring game or something.
I need ETN to put up points, but he has Lawrence. I have ETN.
Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't know you had ETN. I was gonna
Yep.
say if you didn't have anyone from Jacksonville, you should be
No.
rooting for Tennessee.
I have ETN. So I'm going Jacksonville here because I think Tennessee Tennessee looks like they folded halfway through the season.
They bombed like the last 4 games.
Yeah, it literally just looks like they were like, nah, we give up.
They got hit that
once they
injury
lost
bug too.
Tannehill too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're done. I'm
And
choosing
Malik Willis did it.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, I got Jacksonville.
I have Jacksonville as well.
Okay, well, Jacksonville. Next, we are going Sunday.
This is the worst one. This is the worst one all year for me. This is literally the worst one for me.
That's unfortunate for you, bud.
I got Falcons, guys.
This is going back to Sunday, 1 o'clock games. Tampa Bay at Falcons. Zach,
I got Falcons.
Go.
Don't have to mention it. They already know.
I'm going Tampa.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay.
Good call, guys. Good call.
So Tampa, and Falcons, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
You really believe in that pick.
Oh, yeah. Okay, if this was like the beginning of the season where Mariota was starting, I would pick Falcons because Brady wasn't Brady then.
I read something on him today that it says an agent doesn't specify if it's his or whose. Anyways, that Mariota has quit on the team since he got benched. I'm like, I probably would too at that point.
Yeah.
Would it sound like a 1-year deal or something?
Yeah, it was like a 1-year contract. I don't think it's anything big.
Next, Patriots at Bills. Listen. No, we haven't discussed it because it's going to be discussed last. I don't know. The Bills, it's going to be a very interesting game for the Bills. How they come out playing is going to be interesting. I think they win this game, and it'll be a lot for number 3.
Yeah.
There was a lot of discussion on even pushing their game. You all right over there?
Yeah.
Just got a ghost cramp over there?
Something. I'm turning 30 this year, guys, so I'm getting old.
What's up, Zach? The baby over there?
My back is fine, by the way.
Mine's not.
Wait till you turn 30. Oh, God.
I thought turning 25 was bad. Then I turned 26 and it definitely got worse.
I think when I start applying for AARP or something now.
I'm choosing Bills. It's going to be a very interesting game. I believe the team had walkthroughs. They did not address the media today. I believe they had meetings and walkthroughs.
Yeah, I don't think they even know when they were going to practice.
I don't know if they practiced.
Yeah,
I think they maybe had film. I think they just had film meeting and they did not address the media.
Yeah. I have Bills. As well.
I did too.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on and remember the Titans run, maybe.
Do it for number 3.
Next is Minnesota at Chicago. They're starting Nathan Peterman.
Yeah, Minnesota.
And Minnesota just got punched in the mouth hard by Green Bay.
That was very pleasing to see. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not. I had Justin Jefferson, and he just in a few of my leagues, all right?
It doesn't even matter, though, in ours. Oh, no, you don't have Justin Jefferson.
Not in that one.
No.
Need another one.
That's how I wanted my dad's.
So, anyway.
Pete.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
trophy next week.
I'm going with Vikings.
I am too.
Same.
So all Vikings.
Yeah. That's mainly because Fields isn't playing.
Yeah. I don't think Chicago. Yeah, Chicago has
That-
nothing to play for
Pretty sure
except for
he's got a
spoiler.
concussion again.
No, I heard it was something with his hip.
It was hip, yeah.
I think
Really?
it was something with his hip.
Well, he got rocked in the game, helmet to helmet contact.
I heard it was hip.
Hmm.
Next, Ravens at Cincinnati. Cincinnati may not have as tough a time as Bills, but for being on the field, that's something,
Well, and that's also going to be a rough game for T. Higgins.
Yeah,
all
I'll
of
talk
that.
about that later.
Yeah,
I'll talk
all
about that
that
later.
stuff. So
I still think the way Bengals came out, Burrow was you were about to get murdered, by the way.
yeah, Burrow was 4 for 4 with a touchdown already,
And I had
was just
Burrow
and he had
and
50 something yards. I'm like, great, this is over.
I was about to, Burrow was about to go
I was about to get
freaking crazy.
annihilated. And I would have been kind of okay with that, but
I Ravens have been awful all year.
since Lamar,
Even
when he was
when
playing.
Lamar was playing, he had like 2 good games early, and then it fell hard fast.
you know,
I just don't see any way Ravens win this.
I don't
I
either.
don't either.
So, next, Houston at Colts. I have to go Houston, and I probably still would anyway.
It's fair.
You know my logic.
Yes, I do.
Gotta pick the Colts so they lose.
Yep, I'm picking Colts.
They are now going Ellinger.
Well, yeah, because Foles is broken in half.
They are now going Ellinger.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'm going Houston. You two are going Colts
Yeah, this is going to be the one game that I think we'll actually win
or tie.
or tie.
Houston's
What if
been
they
playing.
tied again?
I'd listen. I'd laugh my ass off. For
Wouldn't
some.
be surprised.
Houston's been playing good though, so
Yeah, Mills looked really bad last week though, like really bad.
then don't start Mills.
I don't know who
I
they're
don't
back
have
of
him.
it. I don't have him either. I faced him in one of mine. I think. He just
Who
had
the
him.
hell would be starting Mills?
They must be
And my
very
dad's like-
desperate.
You're
No, I
dead.
didn't face him. No, it was the finals. That's how I played David Mills.
So next game is Jets at Dolphins, and if Tua can't go, which I don't even think Tua's in question, is he?
Hold on.
Can Tua even?
You probably shouldn't.
Hold on. He's actually in the.
Bridgewater is up
Championship
for
league.
question, so then it would be Skylar Thompson, right?
I don't know who it was.
I don't know who the third string is. They'd be on their third string.
Tua is doubtful.
Yeah, cute. Okay, so it sounds like they might be on their third string here. And then you have Jets.
Skylar Thompson. Yeah.
Skylar
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yep.
Yeah, Dolphins just all the air has been let out of their balloon.
But they still have a chance to get in.
They have a chance. I don't.
There's a lot of
The rest of the air
probabilities.
is coming out of that balloon.
But I don't know who to. I think I might choose Jets here.
I'm choosing Jets.
And as much as I think the Dolphins might win here, I think the Jets will have a much stronger chance of playing spoiler
There.
and just slamming the door there on divisional. A lot of these divisional games on playing spoiler, a lot of them happen.
Yeah, Miami just needs to reset for next year.
Yeah. Next, Carolina. Who'd you
I
pick?
didn't
I'm
even
sorry, you
pick
didn't
yet.
pick. I'm sorry.
I'm going Dolphins.
You're going Dolphins. Okay, so Eric and I are going.
It's in Miami. You used to have Tyreek and
I-
Waddle.
I
Throw him
know.
the ball.
Hey, if you're gonna throw the ball, throw to Tyreek a lot, please.
Don't do that. But well, if he could throw it to Waddle as well.
Don't I have Waddle too, or do you have Waddle?
I will.
You have Waddle? Damn it. That's the other league. I have both. I have both in one league.
Jeez.
But yeah, no. Since it's in Miami, I would say though that the Jets' defense might be
Better, clearly.
clearly better, but they could be a problem for.
So Eric and
Jets
I are
wide
going Jets, and you're going Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one
Hey,
Dolphins.
week 18 can be a little weird.
Yeah.
Next is Carolina at New Orleans.
Give me Carolina.
Yeah.
Saints are trash. Unless they start Taysom Hill, then I might change. But that won't happen. So.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take Carolina too.
Saints did just beat the Eagles 20-10.
Was Gardner Minshew a quarterback?
True, but don't Eagles have a better defense? to be able to stop that, and they let them have 20 points?
Mm,
No, Eagles don't have that bad of a
I don't
defense.
think so.
I think the defense is probably decent, but I wouldn't say it's top tier. Well, it's probably top half of the league. Yeah.
Carolina's been playing good. I thought they were going to beat Tampa last week.
Yeah.
If it
was
wasn't
so
for
hoping for that
and if it
one.
wasn't for Mike Evans going absolutely crazy, does Tom Brady regress and go back to what we've seen all year, being old and not know how to throw a football? I don't know.
It's hard to say.
I'll go Panthers here.
You seem like you want to pick the Saints.
Yeah.
I kind of did, only because it's in New Orleans. And every time I pick against New Orleans, they win. So,
I don't know if that's factual for me. I don't know. But I'm
I don't know.
sticking
don't
with
know.
Panthers.
Yeah.
I'll go Panthers. So we're all Panthers here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Next, God bless it. Cleveland at Pittsburgh.
Those are horrible games, man.
Give me Pittsburgh, man. Mike Tomlin, dude. Let's go.
Mike Tomlin
Let's go.
has
Hell of a
never
coach.
had a losing record.
He is a hell of a coach.
He is a hell of a
He's
coach. He's up there.
he's something.
I'm going Steelers as well.
Yep.
I'll go Steelers as well. Next is Chargers at Broncos. Broncos, let's ride. I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
All right.
Can't stomach to pick the Broncos.
I can't either. It doesn't seem right.
Giants at Eagles. You know your boy. Is he playing?
It's questionable.
Did he practice?
Yeah, limited, but yeah.
That might change my pick.
Didn't have a full practice.
I'm currently going Giants. However, I will change if Jalen starts. If Minshew starts, absolutely not. Giants are looking to prove a point, it seems.
Yeah, yeah.
Giants are on a mission, man.
I don't really have anything to fight for in my fantasy leagues anymore except third place, so yeah, I'm picking Giants now.
You're second.
Aren't you in the final with me? No, you lost, didn't you? Damn it! I thought I was facing you. That's right. I
told
was
you-
facing Travis.
Told
I
you,
know.
well, my evil twin told you yesterday.
No, that's
Yeah.
right. I didn't see you yesterday.
That
Remember? Was it
evil
you?
twin, man. You gotta watch out for him.
man.
So you're going Giants?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going Giants unless I see Jalen starts.
Same. I'm gonna go Giants
My gut feeling is they hold him
for playoffs.
for playoffs.
It'd be smart.
Jalen. So
Yeah.
we're all Giants. It seems. This is
49ers.
Cardinals and Niners.
49ers.
Niners.
Yeah.
Give me San Fran.
They also don't have D Hop either. By the way, the D Hop's already been ruled out,
Oh, yeah.
and so they're starting whatever quarterback I said they were starting. That's not.
David Blau.
Yeah, there you go. That guy. Rams at Seahawks. This has major implications on the Lions, which I want to win. Therefore, I'm going Rams, and that is strictly because I want Lions to win and make playoffs. Therefore, I need Rams to beat Seattle.
That's a good point. Good job.
Go Baker.
Yep. That's where I'm at. I'm picking Rams.
Oh, you seemed like you were about to make fun of me for that.
Yeah,
pick.
I thought you were about to. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Fuck you.
Which way are you going?
Yeah, I'll go Rams because I want to see the Lions get into.
So we're all going Rams. We're going to be throwing a lot of picks here. Cowboys at Commanders, and Washington is starting that quarterback I've never heard before.
The rookie.
Sam Howell.
Sorry, Dallas got that. In the bag.
I'm going Dallas.
Yep.
Dallas. Yeah, they got it in the bag.
Dallas? All right. Next, Lions at Packers. Even though the Packers just throat punched the Purple People Eaters, I need Lions to win.
Hey,
I want Lions to win.
Lions look good last week too.
Therefore, this is the Sunday night game. It got flexed to the Sunday night game.
That's a good sign in that game.
I'm taking Lions.
Yeah, me too.
Packers are gonna win.
So you're taking Packers?
I don't know if I want to, but they're gonna win.
You know why? Because the refs will find a way to hose them like they do every year.
Exactly. I'm gonna take the Packers. I don't want to. But
So you got
they're gonna
Packers?
win. Yeah, they're gonna win. If the Lions pull it off, though,
Good.
heck yes.
Good. Lions go. Lions go.
I'll take a loss on that one.
So We all got No, me and Eric have Lions. You have
Packers.
You have Packers. Yeah. That wraps it up for Week 18. Now, I guess we can then pause and go into our news story. If you guys don't know, don't know how you wouldn't know. The Week 17 game between the Monday night game between Bengals and Bills. We're supposed to wrap up a fantastic week of football. After the bowls were played, you had the 2 playoff games played between Michigan, TCU, and Ohio State, and Georgia. And then you had the rest of the week of football playing. Then you ended with Monday, and that was probably the best Monday night game they could have put on the schedule. And with about 5 minutes left in the first quarter, a situation arose and I don't think either of you two said you saw it live.
I wasn't watching.
I wasn't watching it live.
So I had the game on in the background, as I do when I'm playing games. The way my gaming setup is the TV's to my back, and I'm playing games. Well, I had the volume down. I had 3 things going. I was watching something on my phone. I was playing video games. I was listening to a podcast on my phone, playing video games, and had the game on in the background, but it was down. Shut up!
Must be nice to be able to do that.
Shut up! So,
I'm lucky to be able to play a game.
I'm lucky if I can watch TV and tie my shoes
right
at the same time.
So I turned around to see what was going on in the game. And all I saw was Josh Allen looking absolutely devastated about something. His I don't know if you saw a still picture of his it looked of utter shock.
Yeah.
And I was like, interesting. And then it panned to the field, and I saw the ambulance on the field. And I was like, oh. So I got up, found the remote, turned it up, turned off the game. I don't think watching it live, because of course they played replays, everything. Yeah. I watched that for about an hour and a half afterwards, because nobody knew what was going on.
Yeah.
It was the most anxiety-ridden thing I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it watching football.
Mm-hmm.
I know Pete tried to call me, and I ignored it because I was just like, I don't know what to talk about at the moment. I'm not about to start talking about this at the moment. I'll text, but I'm not willing to speak on things because at the time, the ambulance was on the field. So I guess I'll explain. There was a hit across the middle. I may or may not. I'll discuss if I want to have a replay on this. It's been on the internet forever. I'll see if I want to put one on here. T. Higgins catches a ball on a simple drag route, I believe. He's going across the middle. He goes upfield. And he lowers his shoulder for a hit. And Damar Hamlin is the person who, I guess, did the tackle, took the hit. Same thing, tackled. Yeah. It looks like a normal clean. It's a clean hit. Mm-hmm. It's a valid football hit that we've seen hundreds and hundreds of times.
Yep.
Hamlin gets up, adjusts his helmet, and then just freezes and then just falls backwards. And when you watch that afterwards, because he hits his head, first off, because he's free falling, he just free falls backwards and cracks the back of his head.
He's like dead weight at that point.
Yeah, and no one now the ref seemed
that's so bad.
The ref seemed surprised. He kind of backed out of the way. I don't think he knew what was going on. He was like, oh.
Oh, even then there was another player that was kind of like,
yeah, like what?
Dude's fault.
Yeah, and everyone kind of just thought, okay, maybe he fainted or whatever. So things were kind of just, when I turned it on, things were still like, what's going on? when I tell you the uneasiness in everyone's voice, and because they cut back to the news center, they didn't know what to say because I was getting text messages, and it was something that was even on my mind. And Pete said it because nobody was giving us answers.
Yeah,
we weren't tweeting, and the reactions that you saw live on the field was something, you see someone tear an ACL, okay, they're going to... But the reactions that were being given by the players for how for how eerily quiet it was in the stadium, I was like, did we just watch someone die on the football field?
Yeah.
Which, realistically, yes.
Yeah.
He died on the football field, and he was given CPR for 9 straight minutes.
Yeah.
And
they
then
did it twice.
They did it a second time when he arrived at the hospital.
The
I think it was either in the ambulance or when they arrived. The updates, but 9 minutes of CPR. That's nuts.
The dude was dead for 9 minutes.
And so that's just something. And so the game, what are they calling it? Do you remember what they called it?
Like the actual term of what happened?
Yes.
It was too complicated. I couldn't be able to repeat it.
Do you remember?
No.
If I find it, I'll have the text form here.
Cardiac arrest.
It is cardiac arrest, but the form of cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
there's a terminology that's not. They haven't confirmed it, but the symptoms are very. This looks like what it was. Hockey players have it a lot more, and so do baseball players. Where you take a trauma to the chest right as I believe your heart is trying to restart its rhythm. And so just the sudden, it's so rare. It's actually surprising it hasn't happened more in football. So he is still, again, today is Wednesday. The game was Monday. He is still in the ICU in critical condition. I guess good news, the doctors there's some promising signs that his oxygen levels were dropped from 100 to 50, which is good news.
Yep. They also flipped him on his stomach.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, they flipped him on his stomach.
So I think a lot of the things is they're looking for recovery in their lungs and stuff like that.
So he can start breathing on his own.
Right. Because I believe they put him sedated. The main reason they put him sedated was for his to heal quicker and so they could put the breathing tube.
Yep.
My concern is being, as we say, giving CPR for 9 minutes, the trauma to the brain.
Without all the oxygen.
Right. I don't know. It's going to be a hard road. The poor kid's 24.
Yep.
He's a second-year player out of Pittsburgh. I don't think my opinion, he'll never play football again.
No, probably not.
I hope he gets a healthy recovery and can have a normal life.
Yeah.
But I don't think he ever plays a snap of football again.
I wouldn't
be safe.
Want to.
I don't think, but now here's the thing, a lot of these, when this happens, they'll do more in-depth where they do the dye and test the arteries and stuff like that. They'll test the heart with actual, I think it's dye or something. It's just not your normal physical, and they find something wrong with your heart, an irregular heartbeat, something that they would not catch on a generic physical.
Yeah.
So that's at the point to where they may find that, and it could be an underlying condition on why this happened.
Yeah.
Could be something like that. I just kind of hope, and so after that play, everyone's in kind of shock. Obviously, everyone's kind of waiting for what to do, what to go on. Everyone's kind of like, can we play this game? In my opinion, watching the reaction of everybody, I'm like, there's no way this game continues.
No.
Now, it took well over an hour for them to finally decide that. Now, I think the players knew that way before they announced it to us.
Yeah.
I think that might have been their only downfall, was actually letting the general public know. But they had a lot of other things on their mind. Like Roger Goodell and then the other high up people.
The league office, yeah.
They Coaches went back to their sidelines. Their players did. They kind of, I guess, evaluated. Then the two head coaches came over. They talked. And I think at that point, I believe Zach Taylor, in his press conference today, said that what was expressed to him from Sean McDermott, thank you, Sean McDermott, was that Sean McDermott told him that he needs to be in the hospital, that he can't coach this game. And so he understood that, and I don't think a lot of players would have been able to play. I think if they were told you have to play this game, I don't think the players would have played.
I don't think they would have. The Bills probably would have forfeit,
right?
Especially.
I thought I heard that the decision was up to the coaches, players, and
I think at the end, there's a lot of mixed rumors because you heard the announcement say that there's a 5-minute warm up, but then the NFL director is saying that directive never came from them. That it was given from someone on the field that did not have the directive from the NFL to give a 5-minute warm-up. Because that's normally the directive. Like when just someone has a bad ACL, they bring the card out. There's a 5-minute warm-up.
Yeah.
This was different. That did not come from the. So they go back to the locker room. Game is postponed, temporarily suspended. They're in there a long time. Mm-hmm. It finally gets called for the night. That had a lot of implications on a lot of things. I kind of said, where is it? Right here. They already said they will not be playing the Bills-Bengals game this week, meaning continuing it on. Week 18 goes as planned. There's not a lot of time to redo that game. So the implication is because as I stated on how divisions are won and how number one seeds are won, certain teams need to win 2 games. For Bengals, that means beating the Bills.
yeah.
Yep.
How do they do that if they don't continue that game? And that has not been decided yet. Hopefully we get more understanding on that this week, hopefully by Friday. From what I heard, now this is all rumor and speculation. This is kind of what I thought would happen. From at Pro Football Talk says on at 93.7 The Fan, got wind from a high-level NFL person that the following NFL schedule could happen. This is rumor and speculation. Week 19, Bills and Bengals play. NFC wildcard playoffs happen. AFC playoff has a bye week. All AFC playoff has a bye week. Week 20, AFC wildcard playoffs begin, and NFC playoff has a bye week.
What would that mean? What would that mean for the 1 seeds? They get 2 bye weeks?
I feel like it.
Yes.
Jesus. I don't know.
That sounds like my understanding, if I'm reading this right. That's actually not exactly how I thought they should do it, because that is no stoppage of play, if I'm reading this right.
Well, yeah, they continue the weeks.
Right. So I need to read into this a little bit deeper. The way I thought they should do it is... Actually, I guess that might be what... No, that's not what they're doing. Push back the playoffs entirely a week.
Oh, yeah.
Cut out the Pro Bowl. Who cares? Yes, it probably would have been the best Pro Bowl because it's skills and you have Peyton Manning and Eli and they're doing a flag football game, whatever. Because technically the Pro Bowl happens in that week in between the championship and the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cut that out, push everything back a week. Literally only Bengals-Bills play. But now is that really the only game you want to play that week? I see why they want to do this, because then you get 4 games on week 19. Because you have the 3 wild card games from the NFC plus the Bills-Bengals.
Yeah.
They want more games that week. It's more money in their pocket. I see why they want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of other people, a lot of news feed people, they say just null and void the game. Don't do a tie, just null and void the game.
So what would that mean for what would that mean for implications?
I don't know. And so that's the thing. They just go by win percentage at that point.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And that's something they would have to look at. I think I heard that they are going to listen and have conversations with the 2 teams, Bills, Bengals, on how they want to do that game.
Yeah.
And I think it starts with Hamlin's health.
Oh, yeah.
I think it is all a waiting game at this point. I think football is in a pause moment. I honestly was surprised that Buffalo went back to Buffalo on Monday night. Most of the team. I don't know how much of the team went back on Monday. I know a lot of people stayed back.
A lot of the guys that were really, really close to him stayed at the hospital.
Yeah. I know T. Higgins hasn't left either.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, because I think it's absolutely disgusting and atrocious on any form of accusations or accusing, or just I've seen a lot of attacks at T. Higgins. He's getting a lot of attacks on his socials, and I'm just like,
how can you do that?
What?
Yeah.
First off, I'm sure he already feels bad enough as it is, but that was not his fault. Like it was a
freak accident.
There was no dirty play at all. Everyone's like, "You lowered your helmet, bro." What?
Everybody lowers their helmet.
Like, have you seen
football.
Derrick Henry play? Have you seen
football.
that was a clean football hit in the strike zone in the chest where you're supposed to tackle, and it was crossing the middle. And here's the thing: it wasn't head on. He was coming like this. He came in from a different side angle too. It was a weird angle to begin with. It wasn't head on collision. There was nothing wrong from what T. Higgins did. So anybody attacking him is just scum of the earth.
Yeah.
To sit there and attack someone who probably already feels bad about themselves.
Yeah.
Which he shouldn't.
No.
T. Higgins is someone else that he's
Leave him alone.
I don't understand the attacks given that way.
Just leave him alone. I bet that dude's phone is turned off. I bet he.
Well, probably.
I'm sure.
Or he's deactivated his socials at least.
Yeah.
That's probably what he did.
So, okay. So, week 18 is going on as normal.
Yep.
We've already scheduled it. NFL has already said that no games will be suspended as of right now. All week 18 games are going as scheduled. The week 19 is up in the air.
Yeah,
next week.
basically anything after this week up in the air. Yeah.
So for fantasy, that kind of affects us for fantasy. We were discussing a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to make a lot of hard changes in fantasy. It affects you and I.
Yep.
I've called a few, but the real thing is we have to see what Hamlin and his a lot of people are also sitting here asking, because Hamlin does a toy drive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Toys for Kids drive.
GoFundMe.
And his goal was only for like 2,500 or something like that, and it's up over 6 million at the moment.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Well, how come it takes this?" I'm like, first off, guys, calm down. He's a second-year player, and he's only starting because Hyde was hurt.
Yep.
He's a not very well-known player at the moment.
Nope.
And so the fact that it was set so low is because he's not Aaron Donald. He's not someone who's been. No, he hasn't been in the league very long.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a
And
lot of
he's
people
just going
probably
around the
didn't know.
community,
Yeah.
helping the community.
He's like, he wasn't a very well known at this point. He didn't have the high stature yet.
Right.
And yes, does he have it now because of this? Absolutely, and why not?
Yeah.
And the community's coming together. You have the NFL, every team changing their Twitter bio, their Twitter
Profile.
picture to the Pray for Hamlin with the 3, and then every team donated some form of upwards of 10,000 and 3 The
It
3
wasn't
for his
every
number.
team, though.
Not every team. I saw Patriots did it. I saw Texans did
The
it.
Colts did it.
Did it.
And then you have the individuals like Tom Brady.
Yeah, you have
Andy
individuals
Dalton
doing
and
it. Yeah,
his
yeah.
wife, Russ and his wife.
Yeah. But I know Colts. I saw her say donated, or saying Colts
Yeah.
is what it was
And
like.
Colts
It was
family,
like
yeah.
25,003.
Yeah.
So just the support, and you just hope for the kid.
Yeah.
24. I know. I was listening to Pat McAfee. Did you listen to yesterday's podcast?
Nah, I listened to today's.
Yesterday was a little bit rougher to listen to as well.
Yeah.
So we'll just see.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's nothing that I've ever seen. There was one instance, I can remember of one instance where I was filming for Center Grove. I believe it was my senior year when I was filming. I was up in the press box filming, and I forget the kid's name. He was a wide receiver. I think he ran a seam or a post. Went up, and I believe he smacked his head on the ground and just lay motionless. And we had the ambulance, so an ambulance came on and took him. But that was probably the moment where I'm sitting there like, senior. He was a senior. I was a senior. I knew him well. And that was the moment where you see him come down to the ground and just lie there motionless. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
That's a scary moment.
Yeah, for sure.
But, we did get to witness him moving and giving,
Yeah.
there's that. But then to watch someone, I think it was Shannon. Was it Shannon? I think it was Shannon who sat there and said, you watch all these ACLs and everything, you're used to bones breaking, pulled muscles.
Yeah.
You're not used to watching a teammate, a brother, sit there and be worked on for 9 minutes, trying to revive their heart and get their heart starting again.
Yeah.
Yeah, never seen it myself.
So that I believe is going to be. I'm not going to talk about much more unless you guys have anything else. We can just wait until hopefully this week. We don't know much more. Things are trickling in.
Yeah.
Again, things are kind of still on a wavery hold.
Yeah.
I hope Week 18 goes on without a hitch. It is a little bit interesting to kind of see how, especially maybe Bills-Bengals, play their game.
Yeah.
Because even if they weren't, this was nationally televised.
Yeah.
So everybody got to watch that live if they weren't on the field.
Yeah.
And so now that's in the back of their minds. They're having, coaching or counseling sessions and stuff like that because it's definitely traumatic.
Yeah, definitely traumatizing.
So we'll see about Week 18. Going right into the playoffs, it's definitely interesting for the NFL.
Yep.
They're in an unprecedented time at the moment.
Yep.
So we're probably going to end this. The three of us have some things to talk about as we're wrapping up football. As I said, I apologize for having a little bit of a break here. Gonna happen. First year. We'll smooth some things out. We'll get this going.
Maybe get a better host. Wow. Kind of talks a lot.
Yeah, because you guys won't. Actually,
Yeah,
you're normally more talkative, but you forgot it was even Wednesday.
Happens.
We had the Monday off because of the new year. I forgive you. It's okay.
Thank you.
I will say I'll be active on Twitter for any more news
Right.
that comes out or stuff like that.
I was going to start saying, I know you normally are. Maybe some more. We need to get more active on. I think TikToks, even if they're just brief, like
yeah, there's a couple more I can
update
post.
things,
Yeah,
even if it's
maybe
not
that-
from this podcast,
next
even
video,
if
yeah.
it's just like live updates,
Yeah.
something like that. Plus Insta.
Yep.
Like, you get a pass because you got two kids. I just expect you to be here and be my bounce talking guy.
I do only live in 3 different locations.
It's unfortunate. You should pick one.
Yeah,
and stay
Pick
there.
one, man. Yeah.
It's not the way it works, but
You sure about that?
no, that's the way
Anyways.
it has to be.
Anyways, I hope you guys had a good Christmas, New Year. we'll get back to you next week. Please like on this video. Follow us on all of our other socials. And we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Love you.